just launched. Okay, it looks like we got the note that we're live.
Good. That's a great start.
I'm guessing you got it too.
Um, did I? Oh, you know what? I might not have because I have my focus on.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Okay. Okay,
I
sounds
don't
good.
think
We'll.
I usually get those anyway. I get the ones that we're recording, but not the ones that we are live. Should I be getting them?
Um, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if
Possibly not.
maybe I don't know. We can we'll take a look at it. We can take a look. We'll take a look into that.
I can, sure.
Yeah, we'll look in that together. We'll look at that together. But let's just we could pull it up here, and see. We can pull it up to see, to make sure. I'm gonna just pull it up in the YouTube app here on my phone. Let's just do that. Okay, so we've got the YouTube app open here. We're just going to see. Let's see. Let's just take a look here. Okay, so I can see we're live here. Let's just see. Okay, so I can see we're live here. Let's just see. Oh, it looks like it's working.
It sounds like it. I could hear the playback.
Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working.
That's good. Let's hope it stays that way.
Well, well, if it doesn't, then we'll just recreate it. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, yeah. We will do that.
That's what we'll do.
Yeah, but it would be nice if
Oh,
it
absolutely.
just.
But you know,
Yeah, no, I understand completely, of course.
yeah, yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Well, strange things do happen.
They do, and you never know when that's going to happen.
Well, But we're here. That's it. We're here.
We are, and we made it in plenty of time, so everything is good.
Oh, hands down, absolutely. Yes. So what it does, what it does is that it not only live streams, but it also records. But Audio Hijack also records the files locally.
Right.
And I just realized that I just actually paused the recordings side, but we were also recording there as well. So what it does is it records it it records the files locally as well. So which essentially gives us a few different copies of the file, of the meeting, I should say.
Yeah.
As well as we also make a copy in Meet itself as well.
Okay, so there's a few different backups in places.
Yes. So what Meet does is it gives us its original file. What it does is it gives us the video file of the meeting.
Right. That I think you've told me before you then have to convert into audio?
Yes. Now, what I've got Audio Hijack doing is the raw files, in case we ever need them again. I've got the raw files format as FLAC files, FLAC files, which is actually which is actually an uncompressed file type.
Okay.
Because what happens is that if we just kept as we keep making changes to an MP3 format, eventually what will happen is that you'll notice over time what will happen is that it will lose the audio quality will kind of be lost.
Oh,
a little bit
interesting.
As you keep making, it won't be noticed right away, but what happens is that but over time, if we have to say go back into Reaper and make some kind of a change to the project, to an MP3, over time, it would actually it will actually lose it'll actually lose, because MP3s are small and compressed. It will lose its quality as we keep making edits to it over time.
So a FLAC file, because it's uncompressed, it won't do that?
That's right. Yeah. And now, what we've done essentially here is we've kept it we keep the originals, because in order for because if you're going to use something, in order to use something in a project for Reaper, all the original files have to, like, all the original files that make up that project have to be around in order for it to know what to do.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
So that's what we've that's what we've got going.
Okay, cool.
That's what we've got going. Isn't this is like exciting?
It is. It is. And it's great that there are so many sort of not just backups, but that you keep everything that if changes need to be made, that things won't happen to them. Like you say with the quality.
Yes. Yeah, so and we've got them together because we keep them in our folders.
Yeah, that is true. Which is good. It's always nice to have things in one spot.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Would we say we're about ready to start?
Oh, absolutely we are.
All right.
Let's see what this does. Okay, so what we're going to do. Yeah, did you want to get it started? I'm happy to.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. We're eager.
We are.
Good afternoon. On Monday, July the 28th, 2025. Now, we are at the last Monday in July.
We say it every month, but really, and I mean it this time, where did July go? I don't know what happened to it. It feels like it was only 2 weeks.
Oh, I agree with you there.
But regardless, we are back here in the studio.
Oh, yes, we are. We're in the studio here. I don't know
It's
where
exciting.
else we'd rather be.
Right, back to our regular Mondays after that little Thursday bonus.
Yes.
You're do so enjoy that applause effect, don't you?
Oh, can you tell?
I can, and it's wonderful. I love that you love it, honestly.
Oh, you do?
Yes, it thrills me, it brings me joy that it brings you joy.
Oh man, this is. Oh man, this is. Oh, I promise it won't be my habit, but you know.
No, I understand. It does not matter. I am not. It is absolutely not a criticism. It really
Oh,
does
I know,
make
no,
me
no, I
happy
know.
that we have fun, and if that is what increases and adds to the fun, then I am all for it.
Oh yeah, no, you know, no, but I have to be honest with you.
Okay.
Some people just overdo their effects, and it drives me nuts.
That is true. I definitely agree. There are people and shows where that is definitely a thing that happens.
Not me though.
No, and a little bit doesn't hurt.
No, but it depends. Like you know, some you know, I don't know. Um, I know one of my old instructors likes his effects, so you know.
Oh, really? Likes them in general or likes them in excess?
Yeah, I think in general he likes them.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad.
And he was like, every time he would introduce a guest speaker, it'd be, please welcome so and so. And then he would go, that's what he would do.
Did he have guest speakers often?
Yeah.
Oh. So that happened frequently then.
Yes. Very much.
Ah. Well, I can see then where you'd say, like, that some people do it a bit too much.
Yes. And it used to drive me nuts.
Hmm.
That's why I never used to do it.
Understandable. Yeah.
But anyway, that's why everybody has their preferences.
Yeah, and I'm sure you learn what that looks like as you go along and you learn how much of something to put in, how little, whether you want to at all.
Although we just got some listener feedback here that those sound effects are welcomed here.
Yeah, I've heard the same from one or two people in conversation. They found it amusing in the context of whatever moment we use them.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. I know it drives me nuts, but okay.
Well, the odd one, you know. I understand not using it as much as you say your former instructor did, but you know, on occasion.
There you go. Yes, but now it's time
Now,
to get into some books and no sound effects.
no sound effects. Why don't you start us off this time? I believe I started last time.
Oh, you want me to start? I love it. I love it when you start, though.
Oh, but I'd like very much for you to start.
Oh, okay. I can appreciate that.
You know, take it in turns.
Oh yeah. No, I hear you.
So what have you been reading these past few days?
Well, I've been reading. No crouch here. No crouch here. People are asking. No crouch here.
People are asking.
No crouch here. Okay, so, I have been reading quite a few things.
Great.
So, the first thing I've been reading is a little bit more of Down and Back by Justin Byrne, as well as High Road Leadership. Oh, you saw my update on that, didn't you?
I have. You've made more progress there. That's great.
I know you did.
Yeah.
I know you saw it.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
And what is the latest that has been discussed in that book?
Well, one of the concepts is that he gets into is not to keep score on when it comes to the interaction of, like, when it comes to being a leader, and when it comes to like, just do something because you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And and then he gave the analogy, when you're during a game you can keep score, but not when it comes to life, or and that's the way I sort of see it too. Like, do something because you want to do it, and not do it in the event of just always expecting something back.
Yeah, absolutely. And you
Right.
do get those people who make it sort of a goal to play games and to get things in that way, but it's not a good way of handling things, whether that be any kind of relationship, or I imagine, of course, definitely not business, although people do,
People do it in business too.
but doesn't make it right.
No. And you notice that my way of doing things, when it comes to, and no, I'm not being selfish, but you know that.
Of course. Of course I know that.
Of course you do. You know me well.
Yes, and I understand that you compare it to your way because that is what you know. That is what you can compare it to.
What's that?
Like, that is what you can pull from. Your knowledge is of your own experience. So of course that's what you go to, and you say that's not the way you choose to do things, because first of all, you don't.
No.
You are right about that. And second, because that is the knowledge you have. That's the information you have to go by.
Yeah, so my way of doing things, I'm a very, you know what, I do things and believe in doing things the fair way.
Mm-hmm.
And in my view, the fair way is the right way. Meaning, I give everybody on my team the fair way, and always ensure that each member of my team feels included and understands the reasons behind certain things, which is also one of the things he talks about as well.
Which, the getting across the reasons for things and making sure people understand them.
Yeah, and when you're giving, yes, and so like when you're putting something in place, give people an understanding, like, explain to them the reasons behind it.
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's the way, right? That's my way, and that's what I believe in.
Yeah, and it's a good sort of philosophy to uphold. Because, of course, there are reasons for things, and people deserve to know them if you're working with them.
Yes. And it's
You can't just.
Go ahead.
Oh,
No, go ahead.
my apologies.
No, go ahead.
You can't just say, oh, we're doing it this way and not provide any context, because how do you expect people to want to follow it?
Well, that's it. Yeah, and that's how. And see, and honestly, that's how a lot of companies operate. They just say this is the way we're doing it, and that's it.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
You know, like that's it. And
What,
go ahead.
what was it you were going to say before I cut you off?
No, no, it's okay.
Good.
What was I gonna say? I don't even remember. What was I gonna say? Something. What was I gonna say? Oh, I think I. You know, and you know, and we, and you know what, and we are on our team.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, you know, and we, right, and that's it. That's the way things go. You know, and see, but you know, and that's it. Like that's honestly the best way. That everybody understands. You know, you know, and also too, it's about not only that. And here's my also, and then we can talk a little bit about down and back as well if you want.
Sure.
Actually, you know what? We'll talk about that second. First, I'm going to finish my thought, and then I'll let you kind of talk about the books we've been, and then you've been kind of getting in, and then we'll dissect that.
That sounds good. I do have a bit of an update regarding our conversation about Down and Back and whether, which list it was on. So we'll get to that when
Okay,
we talk
let's do
about
that
Down and
too.
Back.
Hey, there we go. There we go. Nice.
Please
Okay.
finish your thought. Yeah.
Oh, okay. you know, and also too, I believe as well, and another way of my is that another one of my philosophies is that get everybody's perspective on your team. Don't be, not to one person really shouldn't be the one to say, oh, this is the direction we're going in, and that's it. Nobody else, you don't have a choice. But that's not, I believe in getting everybody's perspective on the team, as well as, getting that, it's all about that mutual understanding of what, and, and then discussing what are the reasons here.
Just building on that, it's a show of respect too to the people on your team to ask for their perspective on things, or to give them your reasoning, because then you're showing them that you value their opinions. You're showing them that you consider them capable enough to understand your reasons for why something is, or why you're doing it a certain way.
Yes. Of course, yes. And there is a name for this team. There is.
We are part of the Broadcast Map Network.
We are. Yes. And
we are the Broadcast Map Network.
We are the Broadcast Map Network, not part of. We are. You're right. Yes. We are. And we are the team.
That we are.
We are the ones running it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So now let's talk about some stuff you've been. And now you suggested you mentioned there back there that you have an update. So just go ahead, please.
I do. So the last time we mentioned that there was a possibility of discussing Down and Back if it was on our list, but if it was on the books panel list, we would leave it for that. And I can confirm that after a little digging and looking around, it is on the books panel list. So I am happy to, we can absolutely discuss it a bit, like, because you're in the middle of it now, but we will also have a further conversation about that somewhere down the line on the panel.
How about it? Let's do that. Let's talk about it on the panel as well.
Of course.
So tell us about what you've been what you've been reading.
Okay, so the thing I've been reading kind of the most the last couple days, I've still got the pile going. We've got our few that we talked about, but the one that I've been digging into again is Hench, which I talked about briefly last time. I got, I think, another, about an hour into that one. It's kind of interesting because where I'm at the point where the main character has sustained this injury via a superhero and she was working for a villain, it's sort of this idea of she's in this place where she's unemployed, she's had this injury, and I don't know if this is necessarily meant to be the case, but it almost feels like the superheroes and things are being used as sort of a, I'll say a metaphor, but I don't necessarily mean a metaphor, because for that to happen, it would have to be a little more, like, it is still very literal in the sense that she was working a corporate job, and it almost feels like it's discussing employment benefits or the equivalent of what I imagine as like a workers' compensation, where she doesn't have resources and now she's sort of getting into this place where she's wallowing in what happened to her and who caused it or the events. And it explains a lot of, I don't know how accurate this is, but it explains a lot of how damage and how collateral and stuff is calculated in like disaster math, and kind of quantifying, oh, this is how many years of human life this event cost. But she's calculating it based on the damage that this superhero has caused. And I'm just interested to see if it ends up being a situation where the book ends up being about what it causes to happen to a person when they sort of wallow and when they allow themselves to become quite not internally sort of victimized, but when they've kind of gotten into this headspace of this is what's happened, I now blame my situation on this sole action or event that happened and not really moving forward. I wonder how that's going to play out. It's unclear, but I'd be curious.
Well, how about this? Yes, that's interesting because, yeah, how about you fill us in as you keep going through the book on the show. This is going to be like a fascinating thing. Are you enjoying it, though?
It's hard to say. I was trying to contemplate that question in the event that you asked it, or just for myself. Because
so you knew I would ask it.
I had an inkling.
Just now, or when you started?
More so today, when I was getting deeper into it, because sometimes it's hard to tell at the beginning if you really enjoy something because you're just getting into it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And with this, it's a decent book. It's not necessarily something I would have reached for just on any other day, but the writing's not bad. It's a little too many kind of describing words in some places where I don't normally notice that, but because there are so many, it jumps out. And in terms of the audiobook, this is not my favorite narrator I've ever listened to.
I had a feeling you were going to pinpoint something there. You were going to point out something.
Did you?
I did. I really did.
I wonder what was it that gave you that feeling?
Oh, I don't. Just how you were just kind of talking about the book, and I knew just by the way you started that there'd be something.
You can tell by the tone that there's like, oh, this
Yes.
is good, but
Yes. Yes.
I think I am still going to continue though for now because it's not quite egregious enough to make me put it down.
No, but Wani, you know what? Would you like a recommendation
I would love one for sure.
on what would be the best approach to do?
Yeah, please.
I will. Okay, so the recommendation is
Hmm.
from this team
Yes.
is that just keep going with it and just see it through. What happens?
Yeah, because the concept is more interesting and it's kind of a fun story to be into. So I do think I will keep going.
There you go.
And yeah, so that's my piece on that. Would you like to tell us a bit more about Down and Back, where you're at now?
It's sort of. You know what? It's I'm at a point now where he's where he does talk about, sort of continues on about how he always struggled as an alcoholic, even in school. Like, during his university days and things like that, when he tried not to, and I think he even when he went to Alaska, and he even he did drink before he drove, and he thought, oh, you know what, I'll be okay. I haven't had that much, but he did get stopped by an officer, and
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those unfortunate things, to be honest with you.
The particular situation that he was in, or just the
Yes.
whole thing?
Oh, kind of both.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Do you want to expand?
Just in the sense of it is unfortunate that he was in that situation and maybe the thought wasn't there that, because of course the question becomes, okay, what is not that much? What is not that much to someone who has indulged and who has that assumption that they're going to be all right?
See, the thing, yeah, and see, here's the thing. With anybody that has any kind of struggles with any kind of addiction of that type, or any kind of similar type, there's always that they don't look at it. They don't think about what is the right thing to do and what isn't, right? Because they just have the cravings. And they're going to fill that.
Mm-hmm. And this is just speculation, not as someone who's ever dealt with anything like that, but I would feel like you can't kind of be objective about it, or you can't get a sense for it because you're in the middle of it. You're not going to see the whole picture. You're not going to see, oh, this is what I'm doing to myself. Yes. I would think it's not something that's easy to speak to if it's not something you've dealt with.
Yeah. No, I know. I hear what you're saying. I completely understand. I completely understand and agree with what you're saying there. Yeah, now, so next week's book.
Right. Next week's book. What do we want to read?
Anything that stands out at you from looking at our personal lists?
The one thing that I can remember right now would be Michelle Obama's book, Becoming.
Oh, I know. I never thought. You know what? I've been wanting to read that. So now you've given me a reason, which is good.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember you sending that one to me. So that would be great. Let's do that.
Yes, yes. Now.
Sounds awesome.
Yes, so now what is it time for in the show now?
I believe it's time for the schedules.
Yes, it most certainly is.
What is coming up on Broadcast Map?
That is a good question. What is coming up on Broadcast Map? Well, we have tomorrow, which is July 29th, 2025. We are going to continue with the Blue Jays coverage on what are some possibilities of what they could do at the trade deadline. So we'll be joined by Scott Belford, who is the host of the Walk-Off podcast. And then we also have another update, which hasn't gone out yet, but we'll do that together. How's that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We'll make sure that everybody gets it. We'll do that together. How's that?
Sounds great.
Yes. So on Wednesday, July 30th, at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, some of you listening or watching who have been listening to or who had been listening to radio for quite some time will know the name Shona Thompson, who well, I don't know about inside scoop, but oh well. So I don't know about that. I don't know if you get the inside scoop, but you know.
It kind of is until an update actually goes out.
Oh yeah, no, but see, we're on our team, so you know. Oh yeah, so stay tuned. Yes,
definitely.
Yeah, so Shona Thompson who spent a lot of time, long time broadcaster, Shona Thompson, who was a longtime news anchor at the former CHML in Hamilton, who's actually now taken a job as a conference planner. And she'll be coming up to talk about, we'll discuss some Roy Green memories. We'll talk about that new role. And even her enthusiasm, perhaps, for like the industry. You know, does she while being out of it now, does she still have, you know, the same type of enthusiasm for the industry as she did when she was in it? So we'll discuss that. And then we cannot forget about Rod Mahood on August 4th.
Oh, certainly.
So we're going to talk some Blue Jays, some NHL, you know, and we're going to talk all about that good stuff. And I should say as well, I should also, and we are all part of this we are all part of this team, and this is just totally exciting.
It is, and what a lineup you've got.
We have a lineup, don't we?
You do. How exciting.
Oh, we certainly do, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And how about how about you tell us and share about the books panel, and what can we expect there?
Oh, sure. Well, we've got a little while to wait for that one, because that's coming up on August 29th. And we'll be reading Jagmeet Singh's book, Love and Courage. So stay tuned for that. Of course, there'll be the updates closer to. And we'll put up a link in the show notes for this one, the most recent one from Friday, if people missed it or if you want to listen to it again.
And why not on that, right?
Definitely.
And currently we are listening to...
Oh, what do you mean by that?
No. We are currently, this show is called...
Ali-Ann McCara's Books, which will be back next Monday.
And it's part of...
the Broadcast Map Network. And we will be back next Monday, which is the 4th at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, after Rod. We'll be back after Rod.
We will.
Although he's earlier in the afternoon. He's at 12 p.m.
Oh, fantastic. Well, people should keep an ear out for that anyway.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, they should. They should.
Definitely.
Yes, and we should also point out here where we missed one piece.
We did. Where to find us. And
yes, where can people find us?
That is important because there is one key piece that is changing, if people haven't already seen the updates to do with that. So, in place of the Discord, we are now going to be... That is changing. We are going to be straying away from the Discord and... Well, not straying away from. We will be deleting that server very soon and using WhatsApp in its place. And the group is still Ali-Ann McCara's Books. It is going to be within the larger Broadcast Map Network community. There is an invite link in a post that went up a couple days back, so people can go there. And if you want to join and get the updates and the links for the shows and things, that'll be where that is. And of course, we have the website. That's not changing. aliannmccarasbooks.ca, where the updates go up first, the shows, all the links. That is the best place to get them. So subscribe over there if you haven't already. YouTube, Ali-Ann McCara's Books, where we go live, where you can listen later on if you choose. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want. And turn on your notifications so that you will know when we go live. Podcast platforms, Apple, Amazon, Spotify, TuneIn, iHeart, and any others that support the Apple Podcast library. Any catcher that you use will be there. Goodreads, Ali-Ann McCara's Books, the group, or our personal profiles. And the emails. We haven't talked about the emails in a while. We have designated email addresses with the website. You've got mccara.slobodian@aliannmccarasbooks.ca and Ali Musa at aliannmccarasbooks.ca if you want to drop us a note.